Hello everybody, the Geo Scholar here, back for part 2 of National Park Service 101. And I'm here in Kennesaw Mountain National Battlefield Park. I'm towards the top of the mountain. And one thing to remember about this national park, this is where the Battle of Kennesaw Mountain took place. As you can see with one of the cannons here. That cannon right over there, that was one of the cannons. You get towards the top of the mountain, you start to understand a few things about Kennesaw Mountain and what it's about, and why Kennesaw Mountain National Battlefield Park, what makes it so special. Park Service was created in 1916 as sort of a for conservation, to protect our natural resources, our forests, our lands, our landforms, our historical sites. This place, it's a very big place for nature. It's a major conservation center. You're conserving the southeast mixed forests that are in this area. You're conserving a monadnock, which is, isolated ridge on an otherwise relatively flatter area. I have a video about that, go check it out. You're conserving a lot of places, a lot of nature. This is a major stopover for birds. It's also a major historical place. You have one of the major battles of the Civil War. That was part of the campaign for Atlanta. In fact, I'll turn around here. Atlanta is actually behind me. It's a major battlefield park. People come here to hike. And what makes this park really interesting, most national parks are not really that accessible so easily. You have to drive long distances to get to them. This national park is surrounded by a metropolitan area. This national park, you have Marietta and going into Atlanta that way. You have Kennesaw going that way. There's a lot to really look at in this park. You have, over this way, you have some outcrops that I want to show you. You got this here. Rock. This is a big part of what Kennesaw Mountain is about. Geology, geomorphology. It's about the land, about the people. And that is what the National Park Service is about. It's about protecting our natural resources, about conservation. It's about stuff that we want our grandchildren and our great-grandchildren to have later on when we pass on. That is what the National Park Service is about. I'm going to show you something else. You get somewhat, I don't know how you can, if you ever come here and you go to the top, you look out to the top. I have other videos about this, but you can actually see some of the suburban growth that's taken place around the park. Subdivision around this area, and this park is sort of like, don't build here. That is what this national park is about. It's about protecting a natural resource. It's really great, if you live in Cobb County, or if you live within maybe 30 minutes of Cobb County, you're not that far away from a great natural resource. And at the same time, you want to protect it. You want to protect it, from being built on. Because, a major Civil War battle took place here. I just showed you one of the cannons. You had a Civil War battle taking place here. And this park was actually created on June 26, 1935. Today, it's in the middle of one of the largest metropolitan areas in the United States and one of the fastest growing. You have a lot of people moving down here because the cost of living is lower, the climate is milder, and because of this, it is especially important to remember, this is an important place to protect. And that is why national parks exist. There are more than places to just go and hike. These are places where you get to see the scenery that you would not otherwise see in an urban area. You have a variety of oak trees that are growing around this area. There's one behind me. You have so many pine trees that grow in this area. I just actually did a video about this ecoregion that this national park is part of. It's part of the southeast mixed forest. You have the mix of the deciduous trees that lose their leaves in the autumn. And autumn is about 4 weeks away. I'll be looking forward to that. Oh, look, more outcrops. If you ever come to this mountain, check this out. You see all these outcrops, sort of the rock that's sort of just coming out of the soil. That's like the exposed bedrock. And I have a video about that too on my channel, so check that out. Check out a lot of videos on my channel. I'm walking into the shade. You have a large biodiversity. This is what the National Park System is about. It's about protecting the biodiversity. It's about protecting and conserving our natural resources for the future. It's about looking to the future. And this is an important part about geography, environmental geography, biogeography. Urban geography, both to this national park. And then this national park is sort of like, don't build here. You can build outside it, but don't build in it. Protect this slice of land. Protect it for future generations. Gathering, I don't see anybody watching this. Oh well. And subscribe.